My name is Rich Dodd. I'm an assistant principal at Shawnee High School and also the athletic director. I nominated a freshman for this month. The name is Jane Sevilla. I nominated Jane for being an upstander. I felt that one day during Lunch and Learn, I was walking around, and at the end of Lunch and Learn in the gymnasium, there was trash all over the floor, and I was looking around and I noticed a student was walking and picking up trash, and I was very impressed by that. I thought it set a good example for other students, and I thought it was a great example of an upstander, and I was very impressed by Jane's actions during that day.
My name is Eric O'Neill, and I nominated Peter Falzone for Student of the Month. During the last snow we had in November that unexpectedly stayed around for a long time, when I got to my car, it was covered in snow, and I got in and turned it on, and a student knocked on my window with a scraper in his hand and asked if he could help me scrape the snow off my car, and so I gladly accepted, and I didn't know who he was, but I got the sense that he had been doing that for a number of other teachers too, and so I sent an email out the next day to the staff to try to find out who he was so I could nominate him for this, and so when I sent the email out, I found out at least 8 different staff members he had also helped scrape the snow off their cars, probably more than that. And so I thought it was worthy recognition that he stayed after, and it was helpful to as many people as he could be to get them out of the snow.
This is Sarah Howarth. I teach AP Chemistry. Nominated Alexandra Sapowski, who's in my AP Chemistry class. She's a very diligent student. She's always involved in class and prepared for class. Even when other students aren't willing to take a risk and answer a question, she's definitely always there to do that. She's also very kind to other students in the classroom, and if she sees somebody struggling, she'll kind of reach out and ask them a question or give them a hint to kind of help them along when we're working together in groups in the lab situation. Outside of class, she's also involved in FCCLA and some other service projects. So she's a very mature, very kind young lady, and so I thought she was deserving of this award. I think, high school students have a lot on their plate, but she seems to be able to balance that, and she definitely, I feel like, is very resilient. Even if something doesn't go well in lab, she keeps everybody kind of calm and engaged, and I think that's an admirable quality to have. Mrs. Howarth, I coach girls swimming in the winter. So I nominated Alexa Mclean for Student of the Month. She's one of our senior captains this year. And last year, she had an eye injury that she had to undergo surgery for. And so the second half of the season, she was out, but seemed to have recovered from that. And so she came back. She was really enthusiastic to start out the year, hopped in. And again, her vision has started to cause an issue that she can't see to be able to swim in the pool and see to make a turn. So obviously that was kind of devastating for her, and she's still trying to figure out how to resolve that. But in the meantime, the very next day, she was back at practice and helping out, helping to run those practices, helping to critique their turns, helping them with stroke mechanics. She just wanted to be involved still, and definitely had a very positive attitude towards the adversity. I think for them just to see that, even if you're up against, a block and you can't do what you want to do, you can find another way to be involved, and you can find another way to be, a positive force on the team. And at our last meet, she was behind the blocks with the girls, pumping them up, giving them tips, especially the ones that were kind of newer to swimming. So it's pretty neat for them to see that leadership and positivity. I think for me too, we all are going to come up with adversity in our lives, and it's all about how you respond to those obstacles that are thrown your way, and to come out of any kind of experience on the positive side of it.